Hey guys, it's Velocity here. I know that I haven't done a face video in a very long time, and that's because I've been busy with school and stuff like that. But in the future, you guys should expect a face video at least once a month. I'm also going to be posting a lot of other content on my YouTube channel, like audios and stuff like that. So don't worry, I'm not going to leave you guys dry. But today we're going to be talking about the different types of plugins on AfterEffects, if you should download them or not. So if literally any of what I just said is interested to you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out a lot, and there's going to be a lot more content just like this. The first preset that we're going to be talking about is definitely Twixtor. Twixtor is used in almost every single AfterEffects Velocity that we know of today, and it's really easy and intuitive to use. The only tip that I would give you guys for using Twixtor is turning on time remapping whenever you're using it, so that when you slow down a clip, the clip becomes longer. Also, when you're using Twixtor, you don't want the in frames per second to be the same as the composition. You want it to be the same as the video. To check your video's FPS, click on these two arrows, project, and then click on the view. This one has 60. So what I'm gonna do is change it from 29.9 to 60. The motion sensitivity honestly really depends on the video. If there's a lot of motion, you want the sensitivity less. But if there's barely any motion, you want it higher so it gets a little bit smoother. What you also want to do is click frame blending 2 times so the frames blend together. From here, all you want to do is pretty much play around with the settings, make a few keyframes, and make a few graphs so you can make the velocity. Now we're moving on to Sapphire effects. Sapphire is used for so many effects, I can't get into everything, but I can get into the effects that are most commonly used today. Let's start off easy with S blur curves. S blur curves is pretty much transformed with a little bit more motion blur. Now, you can replicate this look by making the motion blur a little bit more. To increase motion blur, you just kind of right click on the side, composition settings, advanced, and you can kind of play around with the shutter angle. The higher the shutter angle, the more motion blur. Another effect that's really common is S-shake. A lot of people buy a whole other preset that's called Twitch. It's the same thing as S-shake. Honestly, for S-shake, you need to mess around with the settings and stuff like that. There's nothing really to teach. It's more of messing around and you're gonna get better at it. There's also a bunch of other effects that change the way that a clip looks or how a clip acts. Now the last plugin that we're gonna get into is RSMB. When I was a younger editor, that's pretty much the only reason why I wanted AfterEffects. I used to use VideoStar all the time, and I would try to make ways of making my own RSMB on VideoStar until they came out with VSMB like years later. RSMB is pretty much real motion blur. That's what it stands for, RSMB. It's pretty much extra smooth motion blur to make sure that all of your clips are really nice and smooth. All you do really is just recompose everything and then add it to your layer or add it to an adjustment layer. And you can change the motion sensitivity based off the same things as Twixtor, like I just explained to you guys, and you can change the amount of actual motion blur. The next plugin that we're going to be going over is pretty much this little plugin that I use all the time. It's called Flow. It's extremely difficult to actually download for some reason. Honestly, I really don't know why. I tried downloading it multiple times, didn't work. I tried the Windows thing, whatever. Once you get it though, it's really nice because you can just apply any graph without doing anything. If you know how to use graphs on AfterEffects, you're gonna know how to use Flow. There's also another plugin that I don't really use, honestly. I use it for one effect actually, BCC, which is pretty much just Sapphire. The only thing that's different is that the effects kind of look different and they might have more variety. What I like to use is BCC cross glitch because it's pretty much AfterEffects kind of glitch. You pretty much have to mess with the settings, toggling it in and toggling it out, and the sensitivity and everything, just like any other plugin. With all that being said, I know there's a lot of plugins on AfterEffects, and there's a lot that I really don't have, and that I don't want, honestly, because here's what editing comes down to. Basically what you want. If you don't want to have a certain type of plugin, that's why I made this video, so you can see before you buy them. But if I'm being honest, you don't want a virus in your computer, so I would rather buy my plugins and actually make them legally. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, please subscribe. It helps my channel out so much so I can pump out videos like this more often. And it also helps you to see more videos like this. That is all I have for this video today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye.